Stop recording. A white logo on a pink background.
Very good morning. For the second day, I'm visiting your village. My dear friend, how do you do? Yes, sir, I do well. I'm all right. Do you have some questions today? Do you have some doubts and queries about the economics? Yes, sir, I have lots of doubts. I would ask you one by one. Sir, what is monetary policy? And I often see this phrase monetary policy in the newspapers. I do not get clarity about it. I don't understand even. Can you please explain it, sir? Monetary policy is the policy of the central bank of a nation, whereas the fiscal policy is the policy and the program of the government of a country. Monetary policy is dealing with the supply of the money, regulation, control, and supply of the money, whereas the fiscal policy of the government is to raise revenue through tax and non-tax sources and spend it on the welfare schemes and for other purposes. Sir, in India, who brings about the monetary policy under which act? My dear citizen, you are very curious. Here, the Reserve Bank of India is the sole authority to frame a monetary policy for the entire country. And the monetary policy is mentioned. It is actually the Reserve Bank of India brings about the monetary policy under the provisions of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Is it clear? Yes, sir. Now, can you please tell me what is monetary policy framework agreement, sir? I often see it in the news. Monetary policy framework is the framework agreement between the central government, that the government of India, and the Reserve Bank of India. It is an agreement by which the government of India delegates certain powers to the Reserve Bank of India to frame rules for controlling the supply of the money, inflation, price stability, and maintain the moment of the economic growth in the country. மானிட்டரி பாலிசி ஃப்ரேம்வொர்க் என்பது மத்திய அரசாங்கத்திற்கும் ஆர்பிஐக்கும் இடையே செய்து கொள்ளப்பட்ட ஒரு ஒப்பந்தமாகும். இந்த ஒப்பந்தத்தின்படி இந்த மத்திய அரசாங்கம் சில அதிகாரத்தை ஆர்பிஐக்கு ஒப்படைக்கிறது. ஆர்பிஐ பணத்தின் அளிப்பு, கட்டுப்பாடு, பணவீக்கத்தை குறைத்தல், கூட்டுதல் மற்றும் பொருளாதாரத்தை அதாவது விலைவாசியை கட்டுப்படுத்துதல் மற்றும் பொருளாதாரத்தின் வளர்ச்சியை உறுதி செய்தல் போன்ற விஷயங்களை அதற்காக ரூல்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெகுலேஷன்ஸை இந்த மானிட்டரி பாலிசி மூலமாக அந்த ஃப்ரேம் ஒர்க் மூலமாக அது முன்னெடுக்கிறது. ஆர்பிஐ அந்த வேலையை செய்கிறது. Is it clear, my dear friend? Yes, sir. Now, can you please tell me how does RBI, regulate and frame the monetary policy, and what are the tools available to the RBI? My dear friend, you have asked such a wonderful question here. The Reserve Bank of India, for maintaining price stability, controlling the inflation, and also for maintaining economic growth, uses, devises several tools, several instruments which are called the instruments of monetary policy. Those instruments are in two categories. There are two categories of the instruments of the monetary policy. One, quantitative tools or instruments. Two, the qualitative tools or the
Google
instruments
Pay.
of the
Now, save Indian rupee
monetary
sign 1000 every
policy.
month with A.S credit card. Tap to know more about Axis Bank A.S credit card and how to save Indian rupee sign 1000.
My dear friend, is it clear now? Sir, what is quantitative tools and what is qualitative tools of the monetary policy of RBI? My dear friend, it would longer time to explain to you all these two tools because you have several items in it. Let me explain it to you. The first tool, that is qualitative tools of the monetary policy of RBI. If you have doubt, please stop me and ask me in between. Yes, sir. My dear friend, the quantitative tools include liquidity adjustment facility, 1, 2, bank rate, 3, reserve ratios, 4, marginal standing facilities, and 5, the last one is open market operations. Sir, can you explain them one by one? Obviously, it's my pleasure to explain it to you. But wait for a while.
Duration, 8 minutes. Stop record. Duration, stop recording.